Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're back with today's question. Just pulling it up here. It says, "Hi, Vinny. I had a person reach out to me post-divorce, and they're really struggling. They're in a lot of pain. Okay. Seems he wants to improve his confidence and his feeling of pride. Right now, I'm not sure what to do or how to work with this. How would I use hypnosis to help someone get a stronger feeling of pride?" Okay, so a couple things come to mind for me. Anytime you're working with a client, they're going to have ideas for what they need to solve a problem. But in my experience, these are mostly just conscious conclusions. They're guessing. And what I like to do with clients is take the guesswork out of change work. And so what we do, that's why we focus on exploring the nature of the real problem with the client. So as we explore what's really going on, just keep in mind they're really just giving you a conscious conclusion about the problem as well, right? It's just a conclusion they've drawn. I want to quit smoking. I'm having pain. I'm having pain from my. I need some pride, and I need to feel better about this divorce, right? They don't really know what's going on there yet. Okay, so ultimately, understanding this on the front end, I think, could save you a lot of time and a lot of this feeling like you don't know what to do. Because ultimately, how could you know what to do if you don't know what the real problem is? Like you're always going to go into it kind of blind. You can go into it with the comfort of, hey, this is the presenting problem. I know what the symptom is, and I can try to come up with a methodology, a script, or maybe I could take somebody's training about how to handle that presenting problem. But ultimately, the real problem's still there. So what we want to do is start that exploration phase. And as you begin to explore what's really going on there, the client naturally gets new insights about what's going on. They start to understand themselves differently. Or it can be confusion in a good way. Sometimes folks will purposefully try to confuse clients. That's not how I like to work. You could do whatever you want to, right? That's just, for me, that's not what I do. Confusion, I think clients appreciate clarity and understanding what's happening, right? That's why we want the insights to occur. There's some caveats there, but I don't want to just derail the entire video going into that. But ultimately, so I guess the most important thing that I can summarize for you here, yeah, feeling lost about this, feeling unsure about how to proceed, great, right? You're in the exact right place. And you don't have to know, right? That client's unconscious mind knows what's going on. You've just got to pay attention to the communication, the unconscious communication, and start to utilize it. But allow them to do the work. They have to do the work, right? You can't help them feel better about this stuff. You can't feel better for them, I should say, right? But you can create a space where their mind can start to see this thing differently, see themselves differently. And as they start to see themselves and this problem differently, as they start to really understand it, their unconscious mind can create all kinds of resources to help them with this. So absolutely, you can use it. It's not so much about the how, okay? The how being hypnosis. It's a lot of times there's tremendous value in how you do that how, right? How you do that how. This goes back to that old Blaine Pascal quote. I'll link up to the video I had most recently about that, but people tend to be more convinced by the reasons they discover versus the reasons discovered by other people. Right? It's the same reason thing. It's the same thing. Like, you ever have a friend and you give them advice, they don't follow it, and a few months later they go, "Hey, guess what? I did this thing, and it's exactly what you told them to do 6 months ago. Had they done it, the problem would have been solved." Well, they needed to discover that for themselves. Okay, and so knowing that, we want to leverage it. Right? So that's why I'm teaching folks to work in a slightly different way. So I hope that helps. Yeah. So don't get caught up in that. Don't get caught up in just ignore the symptoms. Right. Just okay, cool. That's great. Now get to the real problem and start to work on that with the client. Anyways, let me know how it goes. Have a great day. Take care.